Hello. I got a good one for you guys today. Today we're gonna talk about the arena, and we're gonna talk about points and how to get more points. So to jump right in, I was playing the arena, and I started to notice something. I was noticing that the amount of points I was getting was inconsistent. Sometimes I would get something as low as 100, and other times I would be getting points that are really close to 200. And of course, this is independent of the win streaks and the bonuses that I was getting. And so I decided that I needed to do some testing. And to get straight to the point, I found that there was a correlation that faster wins equaled more points, and to a lesser extent, more HP equaled more wins. And I tracked a lot of games, and the data just kept coming up the same. I was tracking game after game after game after game, and so I decided to put it down, and I decided to put it into a graph. And just a side note real quick, these graphs are going to be available right now for everyone to view. The link in the description is below, and also it's going to come with, I have from my previous guides, ability ratios, magnifications, polling odds with Orlando, all of these guides, and much more to come. So go check that out. Feel free to check that out. It's in the description below. Anyways, back to the findings. I played a lot of games, and I tracked the amount of HP left over, like the percent total HP, and I tracked how many turns were left. And I was surprised at the findings, but I felt validated because I knew there was another variable at play. So taking a look at these graphs right here, you'll see that the points I was getting was ranging from about 100 to 200. And I didn't want to clump up this graph with too much data, so I just tracked my next 15 games. And turning to these graphs, you'll see that the games in the 30s that took 30 turns yielded me more points than the teams that is less with 0. And all of these games were done under controlled environment. I made sure they're all 1.0, no bonuses. I wasn't counting the winning streaks. So this is in a controlled environment. And you can see here, pretty simply, that more turns left equaled more points, and less turns left equals less points. So the ones where I finished with 0 turns left, and the clock ran out and I just won because I had more HP, it only gave me barely over 100 points, 106. Now, you might see that there's some outliers here. Well, you've got a great eagle eye, which leads me to the second thing, that there's another variable I saw that's manipulating the points. And in that match, right there, I had a Zizia that only had about half of her HP left alive, and she was the only one left. So this means that the second variable is coming into play, and that's the percent HP left over. And so let's take a look at that effect. Let's look at this graph, and you can see here these graphs right here are placed, and that the more HP I had, percentage-wise, the same thing. The more points I was getting, and when you put all of this data together, it's conclusive. Especially when I keep getting more and more numbers coming in that's independent of this graph. I'm even testing. I'm even testing even after this video, and I'm gonna keep updating this stuff. That we are getting more points the faster we defeat our opponents, and the more HP we have left over. And that is not found anywhere in any of the helps and tips that it gives you. The only tips that I've seen was if you fight someone that's higher ranked, you'll get more points. But let's put this into effect. So I went in, and I'm gonna look for the easiest opponent. Here we go. And in fact, I'm even gonna use, in all my testings, I was using a 1.0, but I'm gonna use a nice, easy 99 because I know I'm gonna be able to beat this person. It should be a real easy match. I'm recording already for you, so I'm just going to speed it up. And we know, based upon these findings, as long as I get there, if I defeat him in the 30s and I have a lot of HP left over, like over 90% for my guys, that I'm going to get into the probably 190s, and my points are going to be in the high 190s compared to getting the low 1 and the low hundreds. And there it is. And so yeah, that's it. That's how you check it. So for future, try finding those easy opponents that you could just beat up real fast with a lot of HP. And if you like this and you want to see more War of the Visions in depth, I've got a lot of guides for you guys to check out. Come check out the channel. Like if you want, sub if you want. You guys have been a great community. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.